From Hargeisa, Somaliland, this is CBA. Welcome to the news in brief with me, Abdillahi Hassan. The police in Somaliland have fired live bullets at the chairman of Wadani Party, Abdillahi Hassan, and his supporters. He was in his way to the party's headquarters where he called his supporters for a rally yesterday. The chairman daringly walked with dozens of his supporters by his side, the 200-meter distance between the main road and his office. Later he posted on Facebook a divine message saying bullets or tanks will not stop him from discharging his duties. Abdirahman Hassan, in brief remarks at his office, said the police took over the party headquarters early in the morning and forcibly ejected all staff. He stressed the right of assembly that the constitution guarantees for all citizens. The government has blocked all streets leading to the party headquarters with stone barriers. Dozens of policemen were also deployed to bar supporters from gathering to hear the speeches of the opposition leaders. Dozens of Wadani supporters waited patiently in the vicinity of the party headquarters, which they were prevented from nearing. They chanted in support of the leader of their party and in denunciation of the government. Abdirahman Hassan then came to his supporters who were barred from coming to him. Euphoria took over the despondent crowd. The chairman of Wadani Party, Abdirahman Hassan, called for the rally at his party headquarters yesterday following a political deadlock over the Electoral Commission. The government responded immediately with several officials all denouncing the call for popular gathering. Today, Abdirahman Hassan called for a nationwide rallies at the party offices all over the country. Somaliland's main opposition party, Wadani, says its Secretary General and spokesperson were transferred to a maximum security prison. The chairman of Wadani Party, Abdillahi Hassan, announced on Facebook that the Secretary General Khadr Hussein and spokesperson Warka Somaliland were transferred to a maximum security prison facility in Mandera district. The two Wadani officials were arrested on Sunday evening at different places in Hargeysa. The spokesman was detained first after he finished a press conference confirming a party rally to take place the next day. In that conference, Warka Somaliland said the mayor of Hargeisa is to be held responsible for any violence that comes with the opposition parties gathering the next day. Khadr Hussein, the Secretary General, was detained following his visit to his colleague in detention. Wadani Chairman Abdillahi Hassan has condemned the arrest, calling it unlawful and terrorist act. In his Facebook and Twitter accounts, he demanded the immediate release of both officials and urged President Bill and his aides to keep the peace. The Independent Human Rights Center condemned the detention of the opposition leaders, calling it a crackdown on dissent. The government of Somaliland is yet to comment on the detention of the opposition officers. Somaliland Police Chief Brigadier General Mohammed Aadan Yabaal has accused Wadani Party and its chairman of starting today's opposition rally. General Yabaal confirmed to media the injury of a police officer by a gunshot. He alleged that the Wadani Party security detail opened fire at the police force who were trying to block the Wadani officials' march to their headquarters in eastern Hargeisa. General Yabaal said the police have identified a suspect for the incident without naming him. Police Commissioner put the blame on Wadani chairman, accusing him of leading the rally and defying the police orders on the ban of opposition gatherings in Somaliland. Videos have shown Somaliland police soldiers firing live bullets to Wadani leaders in their short march to their office, which resulted in the injury of one police officer. This came after police took over Wadani headquarters and barricaded all roads leading to the opposition party's office ahead of the planned demonstration. On Sunday evening, the police commissioner had prohibited the demonstrations, terming them illegal and unconstitutional, hours after Wadani party's call for a peaceful rally. This country has laws and rules which everyone must adhere to. Abdirahman Hassan and his team are not exceptional. They must respect the law, the general said, adding that the demonstrations were banned. A two-day production sector coordination meeting kicks off in Hargeisa. The Minister of Livestock and Fisheries, in collaboration with the Minister of Agriculture today, constituted a two-day meeting in the capital Hargeisa. The quarterly meeting was scheduled to discuss how to increase food production in the country and the coordination of production sector. The Assistant Minister of Livestock and Fisheries today led stakeholders from the Minister of Agriculture and the United Nations World Food Agricultural Organization in a conference held in the capital. The stakeholders meeting was meant to be an avenue for discussion of Somaliland's food production capability and how to increase the country's food security. The stakeholders quarterly meeting focused on the coordination of the production sector in the nation. Last year, severe lack of rain worsened the drought in parts of Somaliland, leaving 725,000 people at risk of hunger and need of humanitarian support. The Assistant Minister of Livestock and Fisheries, Abdi, emphasized on the need for Somaliland to be food secure. She said imported food substances are sometimes not healthy. Hormuz Telecommunication Company denies any links with Al-Shabaab and says they are also victims of the terror group. Hormuz Telecommunications has denied any links with the terrorist group Al-Shabaab and instead said they are among the major victims of the group. The telecommunication company also denied aiding the militants to attack Kenya's masts in exchange for protection. Hormuz Telecom said it has been losing staff and property it owns and has not aided the group. Reactions to a report by the UN panel for experts on Somalia, Hormuz argued it was committed to supporting Mogadishu authorities and the African Union mission in Somalia to defeat terrorism for the better of the communities. The company's spokesman, Mr. Abdillahi Hassan, said Hormuz has usually been caught in the crossfire of government forces and the Al-Shabaab. Mr. Mahmoud said Hormuz Telecom is a business that follows international standards of ethics. He added that the company has lost 59 staff since 2009, often caught in the middle as the government and AMISOM forces fight against terrorists. The panel of experts, initially known as the UN Monitoring Group on Somalia and Eritrea, said in the report that Hormuz had several times been caught in the middle of factions of Al-Shabaab as they extort companies to raise revenues. In one fight in November 2018, a faction allied to ISIL attacked and killed 11 employees of the company in Mogadishu, reportedly because they declined to pay protection fees. That's our news in brief. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for our full news coverage later tonight with Yonis Deco.